On this computer? Okay, please. Thank you. Please continue, Amresh ji.
So I will try to. I'm trying to speak because Lisa didn't understand anything. What I think Renu
In Hindi?
have also problem.
No, Renu, you understand Hindi, do you?
I do.
Little bit, at
Little
least,
bit I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Only Lisa doesn't. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay. क्या कहना है सरकार हुजूर?
अरे सोनी जी बोलिए.
क्या कहूँ ये मैं कह रहा हूँ.
अच्छा, आप क्या कहेंगे? आप ये बताओ इन्हें. You can speak in Hindi where you are fluent, and I will translate it to Lisa accordingly. Don't worry about it. Please go. Yeah.
But I try.
Yeah, go for it. Whatever you choose. Yeah.
Here, then where?
अच्छा, एक काम कीजिए,
I can get chance.
आप इंग्लिश
Good
कर
idea.
दीजिए. आप इंग्लिश
हाँ,
कर.
वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ. मुझे कहाँ और चांस मिलेगा? कहना क्या है?
Good idea. कहिए ये कि आपका कैसा चल रहा है प्रोग्राम जो after MTS. What have you been doing? As far as I know, you've been very busy with Samarth Gurudev ji and his programs, and he's been traveling a lot. And Singapore was a trip which he took, just so that he takes a little break. He has some very good friends in Singapore, so he decided to go there. Otherwise, he has been extremely busy with organizing programs for our Samarth Gurudev ji, who is, it's a beginning of a massive, huge, something which will spread very quickly all across the world. Because he's authentic, he's genuine. So, Amresh ji, you can take over from here as to
Yes,
what
after when I did MTS, after that, I think many things change in my life, like more confident. I'm also before confident, but maybe more confident.
Look at Blair himself said that, I've only met two people like this, his mentor and you.
But I am taking so many action after that. In Oshodhara program, I am most busiest charge there,
Yes.
In Oshodhara, 28 level of Samadhi program, meditation and Samadhi spiritual program. I conducted main program, like a starting level program, Dhyan Yoga Sivir, Nirati Yoga Sivir, so many program, online and offline, and other Pragya program, very well, GRK know.
Yes.
And in Ranchi, from online, from my home to going to Murthal Ashram and other place. That's why it is my mainstream. My business is also going very well, because some people ask me to question, where is your business? You always, I see in your spiritual program. No. I am earning lots of money from my business. I'm doing real estate business. That is beauty of my business.
Good.
Where I last month, 20 days, I didn't go to my office, but everything, by the grace of God, everything is going very well. 22-member staff in my office, and
wow. Good.
Right now 5 projects are running on in Ranchi, and maybe next 5 years, I will achieve 1,000 crores of
wow.
business. This is
brilliant.
This is my also next materialistic goal. Right now, not in my. Today is also one event for my business associate. 45 people in the morning, today morning, and very beautiful, going to be very great event today. It's also in offline. Wonderful. In Ranchi. And my one thing, what is good news, my community also, my training community also going very well. And one program after attending MTS, I was started, that name is Magical Morning. I'm not think about this program, but I think by the grace of God and Gurudev blessings, that program started, and within a 15 days, 10 days public response very much. And people recommend men to men and other. Right now, 55 people paid community in L1. Only L1 I was introduced, and 55
Paid community,
participants, 5
wonderful.
to 6 every morning I did
Great,
that program, and very good feedback, amazing feedback, without spending any. Hi Sanjay ji, how are you?
Hello, Sanjay.
Hi, Sanjay.
Hi
Without
guys, hi Steffi.
Without-
Okay, I'm Lisa, Sonny. I almost missed it, yeah. Sorry, please go ahead.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Without,
It's good. I knew somebody would come in to make it 7. Good, good,
without
good.
we are
Yeah, continue. Yeah.
without spending any rupees in ad. 55 paid member, only from recommendation, an amazing result participant given to me. People say my life is changed right now.
And what are you teaching, Amresh?
Just many things teaching in 1 hour, like goal writing, visualization, meditation, pranayam, affirmation, many things, 15
Wonderful.
activity I did in 1 hour, 15 minutes.
But do you have some kind of a name for it as to what you call it as to?
Yes, magical morning.
Magical morning. Yeah, there you go. That makes a lot of sense. Yes.
That is community also.
Yes,
Right.
of course. Beautiful. Yeah.
Right now I will plan to scale up, start advertisement and other thing.
Yeah.
I have no more time. That's why I didn't focus on my training business. But
All
I
right.
know I have big potential, and believe on me.
We have
Hi,
no doubts.
Shivangi.
Okay, let's welcome Shivangi here. And also, Amresh ji, we'll come back to you. But in the meantime, let's give Sanjay a chance to see what
Yes,
he's
why not?
doing. Right? Yeah. And
Okay, right.
all right,
Okay,
go for
so
it. Sanjay. Hi,
interesting.
Shivangi. We'll come back to you. Yeah. All right. Go for
So
it,
guys,
Sanjay.
at the moment, I'm actually a little bit
London?
away from training kind of thing, you know. So
Okay,
I got a consulting assignment and with a big Japanese company, so I kind
Oh,
of got sucked
nice.
into it for now. Yeah. So I'm helping that business to grow, you know, putting up the systems and all that for them.
Lovely.
So that's what's going on at the moment. I think it'll go on for some time. Until summer. But in the meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out and start doing something. But you know, there's always this this thing about starting it, you know, and I kind of, you know, the first step, you know, until you take the first step. And that's what's been eluding me, let's say, or I've been delaying, procrastinating on that. And then I've got this thing. So, you know, I've now got a very perfect excuse, really, you know, to kind of just carry on doing this for some time.
No, prioritize, you know, because this consultation thing is extremely important for you because from there
exactly.
you get more connections. If you do a good job, the other would always say, go to this guy, he's very good at it. So focus on that. You can always come back to the other horse later because you cannot ride 2 horses at the same time. Oh, movies mein hota, Bollywood mein hota hai.
No. नहीं कर पाए.
Yeah.
So that's what's been going on. It's
How's your family?
Family is good, enjoying. Everybody's enjoying.
How's your dad?
Yeah, dad's fine actually.
That's fine. He's doing okay.
I'll be back in India for his birthday because
kab?
11th of April actually.
Acha, ek mahine ki baat hai. All right.
Well,
Good, wonderful. You have a beautiful living room there, Sanjay. Love it. Nice colors. Yeah.
This is a typical London room, but this is not exactly mine. This is a, you know, what do we say? A background, a London background photograph.
London background. Wonderful. Shivangi ji, how are you? How is Rahul? Unmute.
Rahul's doing much better.
Good to hear that. What are his signs and symptoms, indicators? Kya bata rahi hain? If you don't mind.
Yeah, things are back to normal. He has been
Back to
given the
normal.
green signal to start traveling again. So he's back to his
Oh,
work.
where does he want to travel to? Second honeymoon?
That's coming up, but
Good, good, good.
but on work right now,
Yeah.
he's traveling on work.
Wonderful. Very good. Very good. Great to hear that. We are all
Yeah.
very happy about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
आप
so much.
बताइए, how are you? How's your business? How are things?
Doing well. Actually, I could resonate with what Sanjay said because
Yeah.
consulting opportunities have come up and those projects are going on. So somehow this launching the group coaching thing, the one-on-one coaching is still on,
Yeah.
but the group coaching launching has kind of
Yeah.
taken us sidetrack.
Yeah. I know that's
Yeah.
normal. That happens.
But otherwise things are good.
So ride the horse which you're on right now.
Correct.
Take it to its destination. That's what is important, if I may say so. So
Correct.
that is what is important. I keep noticing everybody's face, but I see, because I'm an old dude. Tabla baja sakte hain. I can, what it means is, Lisa, I can do drums on my head. I'm that old because I don't have hair. That's why. Anyway, you are okay, but Steffi baby, you look pretty tense, stressed out, because our family means, we want to know what's really bothering you. Come on, tell us. You and, by the way, you and Amresh ji are wearing the same kind of t-shirt, huh? Adidas. All right.
Yeah.
Tell me, Steffi, what's going on? What is bothering you really? I see a lot of stress on you.
Yeah. No, it's just that, as I mentioned, work has been pretty hectic for since March, the month of March started, it's the financial year end. So I've been literally slogging. And then, I know that I'm supposed to wake up at like 5 o'clock and do meditation and all the group practices. So kind of I get irritated at myself because I don't wake up on time. And that's because I'm tired from my previous night.
And sleeping very late, yeah.
Circle is going on and on. And the money part of it also really scares me because I've really a lot. And I don't even get time to go through the materials that I've purchased and, like that I'll be good at what I'll do. But I don't know. It's pretty confusing and scary.
Can I just say something? Okay? Can I just say something?
Go first, Sanjay, please.
Yeah. I can sense what you're saying, because that's something that I used to feel as well, and I used to feel a lot till about a few weeks back, actually. And then I thought, ultimately, we are human beings, right? We are not, I'm not a superhuman or something. So I can't be, can't be doing everything that I wish for in the time scale that I wish for. So, so I've kind of explained to myself that, okay, it will happen, but it may just be a little bit delayed. So, I've kind of, I've kind of settled down with this thing. So even though whatever I'm doing, as the main job is carrying on, but in the background, I'm still keeping myself alive and in touch with it, and still trying to do things, still trying to prepare you for few things. You're already into it, so you're already doing well. And you will get there in the end. So don't stress too much. Just carry on doing what.
No, Sanjay, the stress is right now what's happening with the job, and whatever it is, because the banks don't pay much in that sense. It's not I see where you're going, but it has nothing to do with what she has learned in MTS or TTT or whatever. It's more to do with right now where she is.
The day-to-day living right now that she's feeling the stress.
Unhappy, yeah.
But is it
suffocating her?
Yeah, but does this 5 o'clock waking up thing also contributes to that? Is it also contributing to that?
I think to some extent it does, right? Because if your quality of sleep is not there, then ouch, the rest of it will carry forward. Because this thing, you don't recover from it, right? It will take a way longer time to recover anyway.
Plus, among all of us, I think Steffi is the only one who's a bachelorette. So the stress of, the family saying, when are you going to get married? When are you going to get married?
Yeah, that's also
That, and also she's alone. There is no support system.
Yeah.
And that is difficult too for her. So I
Oh,
see her in a unique way,
yeah,
right?
that
In that
old
sense.
story. Oh God, don't get me started because like, oh, what are you doing with your life? At least get married. I don't.
Yeah, I know. Your poor parents, yeah. They think that is a solution to everything, right? But that isn't
Yeah,
actually. Till you find the right person, right? Yeah.
But don't get stressed, Steffi. Just keep smiling. Do your thing. Even if you to get up at 5, sleep. Make your hours at least of
Yeah.
sleep. I know sleep
I
is really important.
there.
More important. You said something about getting up at 5 and doing meditation. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, I've actually joined a course by Dr. Meghna Dikshit. So there she asked us to get, do practice some meditations and go through other practices at 3 times a day. So it's like 5, then 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I'm unable to attend
Yeah,
because
you're in the
the
back. Yeah.
the third is like 9 p.m. So that again becomes dicey. So
Because
5 a.m.
you're getting home and you have to eat. Yeah.
half of practicing with the group. So when I don't practice, I feel like I've paid the money and I'm missing out on a lot. Even like
Whoa.
we had a
Oh.
part course,
May
3
I
days.
ask how much money did you pay Dr. Meghna Dikshit for that?
It was around 1 lakh rupees or so, more than a
Okay.
lakh.
It's quite a bit of money. Let me give you something very free to all of you.
Yeah.
Forget meditation, forget everything for now. Okay. The first thing, Steffi, what do you eat? Tell me on a typical day, what do you eat?
Okay.
For all of us, huh? With his education. Do you mind? Can we talk about it?
Sure.
True, Steffi? Yeah. Tell me, Steffi.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. From morning to evening. What do you drink? What do you eat?
Good morning. I've been skipping my breakfast because the thing is, it takes extra time to prepare my breakfast. So, like, I've been skipping that, and I have my lunch in the afternoon.
What is
So
it for lunch?
Actually, chapati and sabzi.
Where do you get it from?
Like we have a
The
cook.
cafeteria.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, keep
So,
going.
Yeah. He prepares breakfast, lunch and dinner.
All
So
right,
for
good. Okay.
roti, and again for dinner, it's the same thing, sabzi, roti, or rice or something like that.
You're
So,
a non-vegetarian, aren't you?
yes, but I'm in Gujarat. And
So what? Can't you get eggs there?
I can, but the house I live in, we are not allowed.
I don't believe that. Really? So when you are in
Gujarat,
the,
they are pretty particular about these
let's
things.
forget that. When you are in the bank, can you get boiled eggs, salt, pepper, boiled eggs? नहीं चलता?
No, bank तो नहीं. No.
Bank? नहीं, बाहर से कुछ नहीं आता है. मतलब you have to take it for your, okay. Manage that, adjust that and see if you can do it on a Sunday when you're, when you're free and it's a holiday. Okay, that's that. But you're not eating well. Do you drink milk, anything?
I immediately know where GRK's concern is, right? Too much carbs, no proteins.
No protein, yeah, very little, yeah, exactly.
It's not going to support the health. It's actually highly inflammatory promotion.
Absolutely.
Your skin breakout is one of the symptoms.
Very
right?
good, Lisa. I'm glad you mentioned that. That you mentioned it. I didn't.
It's a symptom, right? Yeah, but that also means that there can be a lot of underlying things.
Yeah, of course. But it all is because of what you eat and stress and all that. So that's done. Okay. So Lisa has established, so do I support her that you're not eating well, right?
Yeah.
And we all have to. Do you drink milk, take yogurt, anything, dahi, curds? Huh?
Yes, I take yogurt. Yeah, I take yogurt.
Eat a lot of that though. Okay, milk and yogurt, because you are at an age where cholesterol is not going to bother you, heart problems or anything of that sort at this point, right? Because you're pretty stressed out. Now, let me ask you, you don't sleep well either, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you something. Indulge me, all of you. I'm going to take you through something. Yoga Nidra is a very, very different, difficult concept. What I want you to do is understand what is super relaxation or deep relaxation. All you have to do is, instead of meditating, forget meditation. Meditation cannot happen if your life is not tuned to meditation. If you're a very disturbed, stressed out soul, meditation cannot happen. Meditation happens, it's a benediction which comes from outside. However hard you practice it. You know, Osho, who used to be called Rajneesh, says that it doesn't happen like that. To great saints, if they close their eyes, meditation starts. Maybe to someone like Amresh ji, he takes 5 minutes or maybe 7 minutes and he's into meditation. Or maybe immediately, I don't know. And our Samarth Guruji, whose photograph is right behind him, he closes his eyes and he's always in meditation. He's an enlightened being. But to most people, it takes about 20 minutes to half an hour to get into the beginning of meditation. So it's all hogwash. Don't worry about it. But super relaxation or relaxation is possible for everyone. All you do is lie flat with your palms open towards the sky, flat, relaxed, and give yourself the feedback. I want to rest my feet. I want to rest my calf. Deeper than Shavasana. You relax every part of your body and you go as deep as you can and go as deep as you can, 15, 20 minutes of a day. Early morning and maybe before you go to bed at night. Or even after you have had your dinner. Before you jump into bed, go to your flat surface in your room. Stay there, do it 15, 20 minutes, and believe me, the results you'll see are amazing. You do that for 21 days and your stress level is going to reduce considerably. I assure you of that because I'm an expert at that. I have created a CD long back, 25, 30 years back. I've taken so many elite athletes and Navy SEALs and all that into this game. Okay? Do that. Forget meditation right now because you can't meditate. Amresh ji, am I right? Unmute, please.
Yes. I'm audible?
Yes, please continue.
क्या
Boliye,
फिर
you're the
देखिए
expert.
क्या कह
I was
क्या
talking
कह
about,
रहे थे?
I was talking about relaxation, which
हाँ.
is much better for her at this point than meditation, or for all of us, as a matter of fact. Whoever is stressed out due to their work and, you know, the life situations and stuff like that. So, है ना? अभी
देखिए
relax करो.
मेडिटेशन
Yeah, बोलिए बोलिए.
हाँ ठीक है कंटिन्यू करिए
नहीं आप बोलिए. I'm done.
मेडिटेशन तो जो है ना रिजल्ट है मेडिटेशन इज द रिजल्ट मेडिटेशन क्या है जब मन निर्मल हो जाता है मन निर्विचार हो जाता है नो माइंड जब मन गायब हो जाता है जब स्ट्रेस में रहते हैं तो क्या करता है मन बक बक करता है चैटरिंग करता है पास्ट में फ्यूचर मन का काम है पास्ट में ले जाता है फ्यूचर में ले जाता है अनवांटेड थॉट्स आते रहते हैं तो उससे स्ट्रेस में आते हैं तो जैसा GRK जी कह रहे हैं रिलैक्सेशन भी एक प्रोसेस है और मेडिटेशन में जाने के लिए उससे पहले हम लोगों के पास बहुत सारे सिस्टम्स हैं ठीक है बहुत सारी एक्टिविटी है जो कि हम मन के पार जाने में जो हमें सहायक होता है तो वो कर सकते हैं हमारे पास तो मेडिटेशन की बहुत सारी विधि है जो प्रयोग वो पहले करेंगे तो वो जो मन का स्ट्रेस लेवल है ये सब कम हो सकता है
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Amresh. Thank you so much, GRK.
May I add something?
Please,
Yes.
please,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
शिवांगी जी
Yeah, so I'm no expert in meditation and all of that, but I'll tell you one thing. What happens is now is the curse of our industry. I feel that we are educated in so many things, like the right things to do, and somehow then we start benchmarking everything against the perfection that we see कि ये ऐसे होना चाहिए. Like everybody has to get up at 5 or 5:30 in the morning. This should happen, that should happen, and there we add a lot of shoulds in our life. Whereas as coaches, we we coach others on removing the shoulds and replacing them with choices, right?
Very well said. Yes.
So the moment you have to, and as coaches, we add a lot of shoulds in our life, which we also as human beings may not be able to follow. So I think each one has to find their own rhythm, their own reality, and their own routine, which they can easily follow, and allow yourself that instead of jumping on somebody else's course,
Program.
if I can
Yeah.
call it that.
Yeah.
In an ideal utopic world, yes, you would be able to follow Meghna Dixit's whatever routine, but your world and her whatever she's trying to teach right now at this point are not matching, and you're creating more unhappiness in your life just by trying to follow something which
Very
at
well
this
said.
point you're indisposed.
Yes.
So give yourself some chance. Your realities right now are not there. So you fit her, whatever she's trying to teach, I'm sure it's great. You fit it into your timelines. So if your day starts easily at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, get whatever that routine is. If meditation is not possible, writing gratitudes, writing affirmations, those basic visualization things that we all know. Your club can be a 7 a.m. club. Your club doesn't need to be a 5 a.m. club.
Well said. Yeah.
So do the right things according to you, and then see, try to get happiness back in your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the moment you give yourself tasks which you know you can't do, and then you then beat yourself up saying ki, I'm not doing it, and then again coming in a state, you're going in a whole loop which is you just can't break. So right now the point is to have to break this loop of unhappiness, get out of it and say ki, this I will do whenever I can. I know it's great to do, but I'll come to it whenever. In today's reality, what is possible for me? Write down 4 things, 3 things, maybe just one thing to start following. Get that done for a week, add one more thing. Get that done, add one more thing.
Beautiful.
I think that will get you in a positive zone saying ki, okay, like this is what I decided, this is what I can do. Right now you're beating yourself up because you have a lot of shoulds which you're not doing.
Oh, yeah. Poor thing. I mean, ever since I last saw you, I see the stress on. Can everybody see the stress on her face?
Yeah.
Your family. That's why we love you, and we are saying that openly.
Maybe there's another perspective instead of like starting with one
Please.
thing
Yeah.
at a time, right? Like what Shivangi say. I can think of another one where I don't know if you heard of this, like 4 quadrants of your priorities. Like the first quadrant is the most urgent and the most important, and that is the one that you must always aim to do and finish it first. And then the very 4th quadrant, the very bottom, is not urgent and not important. Those, please don't even do it at all.
Yeah.
So it's something that right now in your life belongs to not important and not urgent. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
So what are the four quadrants in your life, Steffi? Right now, which you think?
You have to prioritize according to the 4 quadrants. The first one is most urgent, most important.
His
The
job.
other one is important.
He has to maintain a job.
Number 3 is urgent but not important, and number 4 is not important and not urgent.
But Lisa, in the four, yeah. Go ahead, Sanjay.
Categorize to that.
Amrish was saying something. I think Amrish was saying something. So, boli Amrish.
Boli Amrish, please, yeah.
नहीं मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, सुन रहा हूँ.
अच्छा.
मैं यही कहूँ कि स्टेफी को आज काफी मिल गया. So Steffi, you can take and process it. I think
No. Well, one last thing is remaining, which is, no, Lisa was very right when she said we all have quadrants in our life, right? But when I look at Steffi, right now she has 4 quadrants. Number 1 is her job, which is a priority. That's a source of livelihood and everything moving forward. The next is her food habits, right? Which is very important, nourishment. The third I see is her relaxation, her sleep habits. The fourth is whatever comes from the family, which is the least of all. Okay, mom, okay, dad, don't worry, give me a day, give me a week, give me a year. But the 3 most important quadrants, they're equally important, I think. That's what I feel. So anyone, any comments?
I'm not saying that to categorize her life that way, but I'm just saying that whatever that she needs to achieve needs to be recategorized into that 4 categories of whether is it important or not, whether is it urgent or not.
So what do you think is important?
Then only then only you'll see that what are the things that belong to the most important and most urgent. Then you finish those first. When you clear that out, then you clear the.
So it's like periodic. It keeps shifting and
it's a way
shuffling.
to prioritize actually.
Yeah. Okay. You can take
So
it day by
actually,
day.
ideally, your number 4, which is the non-urgent and non-important, is supposed to like get someone else to do it for you.
Yeah.
Delegate it out.
All right. Good idea. Amresh ji, tell me, your hand is raised.
Yes, I want to ask all of you.
Yeah.
We are investing our time in 5 days in MTS and pay much money in
Oof.
Indian rupees and not 10 lakh rupees for 5 days. My biggest, not till date, my biggest investment from my learning. 10 lakh rupees 1 year, that is fine. But only 5 days. After that, because MTS is not a normal program, MTS for trainer, coaches, what will happen in your life after that? I'm not criticizing. We are getting together from that program. The program is very good. But what we will do action? You are doing action. Apart from your personal life, I will do my action. I started my community in November, immediate after coming from MTS. And now my community organically growing and 55 member in there, in that place. What about all of you? I only see Renu post regularly. I think Renu is going to very good way.
We'll get to Renu now. Let's see what Renu has done.
Yes. Renu is taking action. Maybe I'm not in your friend list in Facebook, social media. That's why I'm not. No, sorry. GRK also doing very good. And maybe you all are going to do.
No, I'm doing nothing in what I've learned in MTS.
Yes.
I'm still working with Blair.
I want to, because in 10 p.m. Sorry to say, 10 p.m. my another one appointment and online. I want to 1 minute from everyone. ये गुस्ताखी ना हो तो कि आप क्या एक्शन ले रहे हैं, एमटीएस में सीखा, इन्वेस्ट किया,
वेरी गुड पॉइंट.
आपका ट्रेनिंग में क्या चल रहा है? ठीक है, पर्सनल लाइफ में किसी का अच्छा चल रहा है, बुरा चल रहा है, ये सब चलते रहेगा. ठीक है, आप क्या कर रहे हो? हाँ, आप ये एक लाइन बताएं.
मैं बताता हूँ पहले.
बोलिए.
So basically,
गुस्ताखी के लिए क्षमा चाह रहा हूँ पहले. आप कहेंगे क्या अमरीश, क्या बात कर रहे हो, हम अपना घर की बात कर रहे हैं. मैं मुद्दे की बात कर रहा हूँ. क्या?
You're right.
आप सही हो.
Got to the point.
वही इसकी जरूरत है.
Very good point. Yeah.
बहुत मतलब exactly शिवांगी ने सही बोला. गुस्ताखी की बहुत जरूरत है. It's very important, Lisa, for you to understand, and perhaps for Renu too. What he's saying is that really sorry to bring this up at the moment, and for this kind of a question really. But I think it's very important at this stage because it jolts everybody, all of us.
Yes.
Everybody has got sort of settled into a rhythm, of their own life, like I am, okay, consulting is doing fine, I'm getting paid and everything is cool. I'll do this later, I'll do this later on. So yes, that is true. And you have brought my attention again to this 2 lakh per day that I've paid for 5 days. What have I done? Like I haven't paid that kind of money.
Because Sanjay ji, I know we are in this group. Everyone is most talented.
Very well said.
ये है, और you all are multi-talented. Only I think need to taking action, massive action.
Yes, absolutely.
If you want to create impact in other people's life, in your life, and you want to build your brand in training business, then only you have to need to take action.
Okay, let's start with Sony now. Sony, tell us
Yes.
about your experience. She hasn't spoken at all.
And after that, GRK, it's your turn. You also.
Okay,
tell
okay.
us what
All
you
right,
did
all
with
right.
your
In the end, Sony, please.
All right. So after MTS, I was still lost. I did not know what to do. I did not even know that, I felt that I was just filling in the moments over there just because you're under that, turn limelight that you have to go speak. So whatever could pop out on my mind, I did that. But I was looking forward, what is my message? Like how Siddharth discovered. I think that was one thing that pulled me to MTS. कि मेरा मैसेज क्या है एंड ब्लेयर ऑलवेज सेड यू हैव टू बी कॉन्ग्रुएंट आप प्रेशर में नहीं हो वो बिल्कुल आपके लिए नेचुरल हो तो वैसा ही मैसेज में अपने लिए कुछ चाहती थी जो मुझे मिला नहीं
MTS में मिला क्या सॉरी
My question is not क्या मिला क्या नहीं मिला.
अब क्या कर रही है?
नहीं तो फिर मेरा एमटीएस के बाद वो मेरा चालू रहा कि पर्पस क्या है सो आई हैव डिजाइन्ड अ प्रोग्राम जिसको पर्पस लाइफ पर्पस एल्केमिस्ट नाम दिया है और वो अभी चालू है अभी 3 दिन ही हुए हैं और पकड़ेगा कुछ ज्यादा नहीं 250 फॉलोवर्स बने हैं आगे होता
Wow, great.
Good job.
ये मैं जानना चाह रहा था.
Yeah.
जो हमारी समस्या यही समस्या लोगों की. What is I am facing a problem. I think other people facing same problem.
तो मैं ये समझती कि पर्पस नहीं मिला मैं दूसरों को दिखाऊंगी भाई आपका क्या पर्पस है अपना पर्पस पता करके ये है.
Wow,
Very well
great.
said. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Good job.
क्या
Yeah.
आपने just one question. Sorry to GRK ji.
Go ahead.
I asked to you, Sony. Right now, you have 200 followers in social media.
250.
200 your community.
नहीं कम्युनिटी अभी चालू हो रहा है नेक्स्ट मंथ कम्युनिटी भी चालू होगा लेकिन अभी
when declare your date from this community. We all are your accountable partner. Yes.
बिल्कुल.
Good point.
Good point. Awesome.
एक हफ्ता 10 दिन चलो शुरू करते हैं हमारा न्यू ईयर आ रहा है चेटी चंड उस पर सॉफ्ट लॉन्च पक्का.
किस दिन
डेट क्या है?
आपका वेबिनार में हम सब लोग होंगे आपका पहला जो क्लास होगा वी ऑल
Exactly, we'll be there.
अच्छा.
And giving you to feedback कैसा रहा इसमें क्या आप और अच्छा करें.
Good point, Amresh ji.
ट्रेनर आपके प्रोग्राम में बैठेंगे और क्या हो सकता है.
Very good point. Yeah.
And how much is 250?
Wait.
250.
Huh?
How much?
2800. 2800.
Wow, that's a big amount.
250 नहीं hello
250. Oh, that's 250. 250. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
250 and 250. I heard 250. Sorry. So I said
250. Yeah. to
Sony
begin
you
with.
said 250 or 2500
No, 250.
250
To begin.
That's a
Yeah.
good number, yeah.
Oh, that's a bigger goal. 2,500 shoot for the moon, and then if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Right?
Oh, Lisa.
500.
Right.
so cute
Only your date.
My son's exams will get over on 15th of April.
Good.
And then उसके बाद पक्का मैं आपको बता दूंगी.
कब वही मैं पूछ रहा हूँ वो डेट कब पक्का मतलब डेट एक 15 20 25 30
Give her 1 day's time. She'll send us all,
And
she'll
then
post it.
बेटे को भेजना भी है वो जा रहा है स्कूल की तरफ से थोड़ी तैयारी करके फिर मैं आपको बताती हूँ.
No, ठीक है. Let her.
डेडलाइन नहीं देंगे ना फिर
अभी
एक
नहीं
साल
दे रही.
नवंबर आ जाएगा फिर याद आएगा एमटीएस हमने एक साल पहले
हाँ,
किया.
नहीं अमरीश जी सही कह रहे हैं लेकिन
आप सब मेरे गवाही हो कैसे छोड़ोगे आप मुझे.
नहीं छोड़ेंगे. ठीक है ना हर एक आदमी या बस अप्रैल 15th के बाद हम पुश करेंगे कब.
ओके मोर पावर टू यू सोनी जी.
Yes, come on, fix a date. Good point.
एंड एक मिनट रेनू ने मुझे बताया था एमटीएस में कि योर लैंग्वेज हिंदी विल बी बेस्ट वे टू गो विद.
English and Hindi, I think you can go with both.
तो आई थिंक मैं उस पे भी पूरा ध्यान दे रही हूँ So
हिंदी में बड़ा मार्केट है, यदि
You're
आप
doing
हिंदी
it in
में ले
Hindi?
सकते हैं तो
The audience
हिंदी
is
big market.
Huge, yeah, you're right.
हाँ,
और हिंदी से चालू करने का, इंग्लिश तो है
देखो
ही
ना,
नहीं।
इंडिया का मैप देखोगे तो साउथ तो ऐसा
हाँ।
है, नॉर्थ तो ऐसा है.
हाँ हाँ, सही बात है JRK, बिल्कुल सही कहा।
never thought like that, JRK. Awesome.
So it's
क्या
true.
बात?
Geography ज्यादा है वहाँ.
और जीआरके के साथ है इंग्लिश भी धांसू, हिंदी भी धांसू, तो हम तो आए से
कन्नड़ा भी धांसू, तेलुगु भी धांसू, तमिल भी धांसू यार, ऐसे क्या.
थोड़ा फ्रेंच भी बोल लेते हैं भाई, फ्रेंच भी है.
हाँ, फ्रेंच भी है, वो तो दूसरी बात है. Next, Reenu,
चलिए,
tell us
next
about your
Steffi, I think next to
Steffi.
Steffi.
Steffi. Okay, go ahead, Steffi. Give us a day. You know, मैं actually मैं Steffi को बोल रहा हूँ dancing का करो यार.
हाँ,
Exercise
मैं
भी
भी डांसिंग या डांस. स्टेफी सुनो मेरी बात, एक सलाह. मैं 25 साल से 20 साल से ट्रेनिंग में हूँ, समझो. आप ना डांस सिखाओ, जब डांस में आ जाए ना, वो मान लो मेरी बेटी है, ठीक है, वो अभी एक बेटी मेरी 18 साल की है, दूसरी बेटी मेरी 12 साल की है.
बहुत ही खूबसूरत है दोनों,
सुनिए,
एक से एक है
जी.
या.
तो मैं कह रहा हूं उसको आप डांस में ले आए, अब उसको नेक्स्ट लेवल बेचो ना. आपका L2 होगा जो आप सिखाना चाह रहे
वो
हो, जो
अपने आप, अरे उसको अमरीश जी बोलेंगे वो ज्वाइन कर लेगी.
नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूँ L2 इनका जो होगा स्टेप,
हाँ.
पहले लेवल में आप डांस सिखाओ, ठीक
हाँ,
है.
या बाद में
L2
कुछ
जो
और.
होगा इनका, उसमें सारा पर्सनालिटी, लीडरशिप, कॉन्फिडेंस सब सिखा दो.
या
वार्निंग जो
you
सिखाना,
know
जो
you know
आप.
एक काम करो स्टेफी, you understand हिंदी right?
yes.
अमरीश जी, जब आपको फुर्सत हो एक बार बात कर लीजिए इनसे आप. You can really inspire her. और स्टेफी, today I promise you, go to the website. अमरीश जी, इनको वेबसाइट भी चैट बॉक्स में भेज दीजिएगा, जहां पर जाके प्रोग्राम्स देखिए ONDM का, और whichever online program you choose, I will pay for it. Okay? Get going. Forget all those people who are charging lakhs and lakhs of rupees.
स्टेफी को सुनिए,
हाँ, बोलिए.
Don't
स्टेफी
miss
को
this moment,
सुनिए,
Steffi. Don't
स्टेफी
miss
को
this.
आश्रम बुलाएंगे. स्टेफी को आश्रम बुलाएंगे.
वो छुट्टी कहाँ मिलेगी बेचारी को, बैंक वाले
अरे
ऐसे.
आ जाएगी ना, छुट्टी लेके आ जाएगी. बैंक में बहुत सारे
आश्रम
बैंक
में
रोज उधार.
आश्रम लेके आओ.
आश्रम में
ठीक,
गुरुजी
आश्रम
भी
में
डांस
आइए आप.
करेंगे फिर. आश्रम में गुरुजी is also going to dance then, huh?
हाँ,
अरे
वहाँ
आश्रम
हमारे
में
यहाँ
तो हम
डांस
सब
ही
डांस
से शुरू
करते
होता है,
हैं.
डांस पे ही
We
खत्म
all
होता है.
dance in the ashram.
हमारे यहाँ
The
डांस
beauty of
से
it.
शुरू, डांस से खत्म.
डांस से खत्म. और अमरीश जी क्या नाचते हैं मालूम है?
हाँ, एक क्लिप हमने देखी है अमरीश, I saw it यार, डांसिंग वाला. Yes.
You know
Oh,
what?
must dancer. He's a good dancer. Sorry, Lisa has been left out. What we were telling her.
Just one sec, just
Please,
for
please.
Steffi, like from the dance thing.
Yeah.
So yesterday I had an event for Women's Day. I mean Women's Day month, whatever you can call it, for one of our clients, and there we did like we honored women who are doing something in social service and all of that. But I always add a fun element to things. So I had invited one dancer and to do Kathak workshop for just 30 minutes. Okay. And she charged me 7,500, which I happily paid because it, yes, 7,500 for half an hour.
Half an
And
hour.
yes, and she just taught. Of course, it was last minute and everything, so
Naturally,
it was
yeah.
on the maybe it, if not 7,500, 5,000 rupees, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that is the kind of money a dancer is making just by teaching
एक-
others little bit.
What
She
did
didn't
she
even
teach
teach anything.
एक
अच्छा.
So,
चीज मुझे
अरे
अभी याद.
it was just a fun thing. So है ना, कथक के 3 हाथ वाथ सिखाएं, थोड़े पैर वैर सिखाएं, and then वो पिया तो से नैना लगे वाला जो
अरे
सॉन्ग है
वाह.
ना, उसका उसके मुखड़े पे कोरियोग्राफी करके उन सारी, and all the ladies were like around 30 ladies, 35 ladies were there, all in the age group of 45 to 60, and उनसे वो कोरियोग्राफी करवाई. And that's
और
about it. And everybody had a ball and everybody was very happy with that half an hour workshop.
That was a
Go,
good
Steffi,
idea.
Steffi,
Good
say
idea.
something. You were saying something. Go ahead.
So next time Shivangi is calling me.
That's
Yes.
what I wanted to say.
That's what I'm
There
saying,
you
that
go.
so
We
many
have a plan.
opportunities are there for
मुझे
anything that you're
Yeah.
मुझे याद आ रहा है, ठीक है, कि मैंने अभी मुझे याद आया इस चीज से, जब मैंने स्टेफी से एक प्रॉमिस किया था, ठीक है ना, याद है स्टेफी क्या मैंने किया था?
हाँ,
मैं
याद है।
स्टेज दूंगा स्टेफी को।
हो गया।
मैं प्लान कर रहा हूँ 1000 लोगों का इवेंट, 1000
Yes!
लोगों का इवेंट।
I'll
और
be there too.
मेरे तरफ से मैं उनको जो है मास्टर ऑफ सेरेमनी करने का, एंकरिंग करने का
हाँ।
चांस, ठीक है?
मैं बहुत करूंगी।
Yes!
मेरा
तैयार है
yes,
ना?
yes. I know,
चाहे
I
बैंक का
know.
काम छोड़ना पड़े तुम्हें, ओके स्टेफी, चले आना, बस हम भी रहेंगे वहां।
awesome।
Basically-
आप अच्छा, एक चीज और मैं एक काम कर सकता हूँ, सुनिए, एक काम मैं कर सकता हूँ
बोलिए।
हाँ,
आप सबों के लिए। मेरा ग्रुप तो अभी छोटा है, लेकिन आप सब लोगों के लिए मैं एक दिन अपने ग्रुप को कहूंगा भाई आ जाओ, और मतलब सुबह में तो मेरा फिक्स रहता है, वीकली 2 दिन में और सिखा रहा हूँ। उस 2 दिन में आपके पास जो नॉलेज है आप मुझे बताइएगा क्या चीज में आपकी एक्सपर्टीज है, आप सबों को मैं वहां चांस दूंगा। पर शर्त ये है, सिद्धार्थ ये कहते हैं कि भाई कोलैबोरेट करो। अभी मैं अपने ग्रुप को नर्चर कर रहा हूं, अभी मनी मेकिंग मशीन नहीं बनाया है, तो आप
Yes.
सिर्फ वैल्यू दो, उधर कुछ सेल मत करो।
Just give them
आप
the value,
वैल्यू दे दो, आप वैल्यू
acknowledgement,
देने के बाद
recognition.
सुनिए,
Yeah.
आप वैल्यू दे दीजिए उसको, अपने
Yeah.
बारे में बता दीजिए कि भाई मेरे को फॉलो करो, ये करो वो करो। एक बार आपके पास आ गया, फिर बेच दो ना जो बेचना है। मतलब उधर आके नहीं खाली बेचना है कि भाई मेरा ये कोर्स ले लो वो ले लो, तब उनको लगेगा कि मेरा कुछ टाई अप। ये मैं आपके लिए एक चांस क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ,
बहुत अच्छी बात है।
के लिए
जहां
आप
पर
में से
हम
आप सबों के लिए ये मैं ऑफर दे रहा हूँ। आपको जिनको इंटरेस्ट होगा मुझे बताइएगा क्या निश है, क्या आप सिखाना चाहेंगे मेरे ग्रुप को।
तो डेट
मैं
बताइए।
डेट आप ही को, जीआरके को सबसे पहले बुलाएंगे, आपको तो लोग जानते
नहीं
भी हैं।
नहीं, मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ यार। डेट आपने ही तो शिवांगी से पूछा था, नहीं सोनी से
हर
पूछा
वीक
था,
में किसी
डेट
एक को
बताओ।
बुलाएंगे। जैसे 2 दिन में ले रहा हूँ तो एक दिन
हाँ।
और क्रिएट कर देंगे
ठीक
हम
है, नहीं नहीं, समझ गया,
कम्युनिटी के लिए।
मजाक कर रहा था।
उस दिन गेस्ट, एज ए गेस्ट स्पीकर आपको मैं बुला लूंगा।
गुड,
ठीक है,
वेरी गुड आइडिया।
या
लीसा को
दूसरा
किस
चीज मैं ये कह सकता हूँ, मैं बहुत, मेरा एक प्रोग्राम चल रहा है द अवेकनिंग शो, आज भी एक वीडियो रिलीज हुआ है।
हाँ यस,
चेक
दर्शन जी का हुआ ना
आज रिलीज हुआ, जीआरके का मैं इंटरव्यू किया हूँ। तो मैं अभी बहुत लोगों का फिर से अपने
नहीं,
यूट्यूब,
मेरा भी रहने दो, पहले दर्शन जी वगैरह का निकाल दो।
सुनिए ना, मैं खुद का वो तो अवेकनिंग शो में ना, मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल में आई हैव 19,000 सब्सक्राइबर, 19K,
19,000।
ओके, 19,000। तो मैं प्लान कर रहा हूँ आप लोगों का इंटरव्यू कर सकता हूँ, तो आपको मेरे चैनल पे विजिबिलिटी मिल सकता है, ठीक है ना?
यार एक म्यूजिक शो करें ना आप फिर।
क्या बोले?
मैं कह रहा हूँ एक
इंग्लिश
म्यूजिक शो।
म्यूजिक शो।
हाँ
अच्छा, तीसरा चीज, अभी मुझे इंटरव्यू ही करना है। पांडे जी का एक्चुअली मेरे एक स्टूडेंट है, उनका बेस्ट सेलर किताब हुआ है 3 दिनों के अंदर, उनको मैंने अपना बोला कि चलो इंटरव्यू करूंगा, ठीक है ना, हॉल ऑफ फेम के लिए। तो मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि मैं थोड़ा सा क्षमा चाहूंगा क्योंकि 10 बजे बोला था, 10 बज
But
के
Steffi,
कंटिन्यू
before your Guruji leaves, the new Guruji you have found.
भैया गुरुजी नहीं हूं मैं, उसका मतलब मित्र हूँ, उसका भाई हूँ,
मित्र है, भाई हो, दोस्त हो, ठीक है।
जो
बट
माने,
इन्होंने आप पे बहुत कृपा कर सकते हैं आप पर। आप वाकई में बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं इनके सहायता से, मुझे मालूम है ऐसा होगा।
नहीं, मैं सबका हेल्प करने के लिए तैयार हूँ।
हाँ, सबका
मेरे
करेंगे,
से जो
खासतौर से
हेल्प बन
स्टेफी आपको चाहिए।
पाएगा, देखिए मैंने 2 चीज बोला, आपको लगेगा इंटरव्यू में आप कंफर्टेबल हो तो मैं आपका इंटरव्यू करके अपने चैनल में पोस्ट कर दूंगा। मेरे सोशल मीडिया में भी, फेसबुक में भी 25-50 हजार लोग हैं, ठीक है ना। मेरा फेसबुक में 14K फॉलोअर है, मेरा पर्सनल पेज पे भी 7-8 हजार लोग है, और मेरा यूट्यूब में 50 हजार लोग है। यूट्यूब भी मुझे मेरा चल रहा है। और अभी जो मैं अवेकनिंग शो में कर रहा हूँ, अभी संजीव मल्लिक का किया था, 13,000 व्यू किया 1 महीने के अंदर, 13,000 व्यू इन 1 मंथ, ठीक है। तो
इंटरव्यू
ये आपके लिए कर सकता हूँ इंटरव्यू, या आपको कुछ सिखाना हो मेरे कम्युनिटी में भी आ जाओ, मैं देता हूँ मौका, ठीक है।
एक बात बताओ, बोलिए स्टेफी प्लीज।
मैं आके सेशन ले लूंगी क्योंकि मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब मैं इंटरेक्ट करती हूँ लोगों से, और जब लोगों को वो वैल्यू मिलता है ना, मैं वो ज्यादा प्रेफर करूंगी।
आप मतलब सेशन लेने में इंटरेक्ट कर चाह रहे हैं ना, तो क्या
हाँ,
सिखाएंगे वो मुझे आप मैसेज करिएगा एक बार, हम लोग नहीं तो फोन पे बात
तो
कर लेंगे।
बात कर
मेरे
लेंगे।
तरफ से ऑफर सभी लोगों के लिए है, रेनू आपके लिए भी, लीजा फॉर यू ऑल्सो, एंड सोनी, शिवांगी जी।
मैं चाहूंगी कि मैं आपका इंटरव्यू लूं। यहाँ पे कौन कौन तैयार है अगर मैं बुलाऊं इंटरव्यू के लिए और आएंगे?
Everyone,
मैं तैयार
everyone,
हूँ।
that's everyone.
तो मैं सबका इंटरव्यू लेना चाहूंगी।
बहुत अच्छी बात, ऐसा भी करो। यस,
मैं भी ठीक है। तो मुझे इजाजत मिल सकता है क्या? शिवांगी
जाने से
जी,
पहले
मैं
एक बात
अभी 10
बोलूंगा।
दिन मुंबई में था, आपको बहुत मिस कर रहा था।
हाँ, तो आप सिर्फ मिस करिए, फोन वोन मत करिए।
हाँ, बोलिए
मैंने कहा
सही।
शिवांगी जी कहेंगे क्या मेरा पीछा करते करते तुम मुंबई भी आ गए?
हाँ, तो
इसलिए
पार्टी
नहीं
देते थे हम, पीछा करके करके आ गए करके। अभी तो देखिए आप डंडे पड़ेंगे। 10 दिन यहाँ होके एक कॉल भी नहीं किया।
बताइए। हाँ हाँ,
क्षमा
ये क्या बात
चाहूंगा
है?
आपसे, जैसे मैंने लीजा से, एक्चुअली मैं किसी और मिशन में था, ठीक है ना, वो गुरुजी का प्रोग्राम मुझे
नहीं ये
ऑर्गेनाइज
फिर जाने
करना
वाले हैं,
था।
फिर जाने वाले हैं, तब नेक्स्ट टाइम,
मैं फिर
नेक्स्ट टाइम।
जाऊंगा, अभी हर साल में 2 बार मुंबई आऊंगा, बीच में भी आ जाऊंगा। अरे
Yeah.
आपसे मिलने तो मैं लंदन पहुंच जाऊंगा, मुंबई ही है।
उसके लिए मुझे लंदन पहुंचना पड़ेगा ना।
अच्छा, बाय द वे लंदन से याद आया, मेरा बहुत दिनों से संजय भाई ड्रीम है
हाँ।
टोनी रॉबिन्स का प्रोग्राम अटेंड करने का।
हाँ,
इस
आप
साल
दोनों चाहते हैं
जुलाई
जाने का।
में मैं जीआरके को भी कन्विंस कर रहा हूँ, टोनी रॉबिन्स का इवेंट किसी को अटेंड करना है क्या, तो हम लोग साथ मिलके। अच्छा,
साथ
एक
मिल के
और
जाएंगे, चलो हो जाए। टोनी
कौन कौन
रॉबिन्स
जा रहा है?
कहाँ पे है टोनी रॉबिन्स का इवेंट?
पता नहीं, कभी है वो
वो
बताएंगे। देखिए, चेक
बर्मिंघम
कीजिए ना, गूगल
कहीं
कीजिए।
है, जुलाई में है, लास्ट वीक ऑफ जुलाई।
डेस्टिनी क्या डेट विद
कहाँ पे?
डेस्टिनी?
नो डेस्टिनी, वो पहला अनलेस द पावर, यूपीडब्ल्यू, ठीक है।
अनलीश
We
द
are,
पावर।
Lisa, we are
Unleash
talking
the
about
Power.
Unleash the Power by Tony
Unleash
Robbins in
Power,
London.
कहाँ
I'll
पे?
translate a bit, yeah.
अभी
हाँ,
अभी मेरे
There
कॉल
was
नहीं आ
it's
रही
a very good program.
और एक चीज जीआरके मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ, ये एक रीयूनियन का प्लान करिए भाई, 6 महीना हो गया,
Yeah.
मतलब ठीक है। कोई एक बीच वाला डेस्टिनेशन गोवा हुआ में डिसाइड करिए, हम लोग एक
Let's
दो
do
दिन के
that,
लिए
yeah.
मिले,
Let's do that.
CH वाला
थोड़ा
डेस्टिनेशन
मस्ती करें
बीच
क्या?
वाला इन द सेंस सेंटर वाला।
वो कहेंगे
हाँ,
बॉम्बे।
कहीं
वो
भी
बॉम्बे
बॉम्बे
खोज रही
करिए,
है।
मैं कहीं भी आ जाऊंगा भाई, आप लोगों के दर्शन करने के लिए मैं कहीं भी आ
Yeah.
जाऊंगा, ठीक है।
We'll figure it out. Yes, why
तो
not?
कुछ लोग
Yeah.
लेकिन मिसिंग है ना। आई थिंक पूजा आई हैव नॉट सीन फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम। साक्षी हैड कम वन बट
Well, you know, let's not name names. Everybody was sent an invitation.
no,
They
no,
may be busy.
I'm not sure what's going on in their lives. Maybe they have not even watched, seen the messages.
No, they have
Like,
seen. Of course, I mean, if they don't see WhatsApp,
पूजा
then
का
what
मैं
else will they
देखता हूँ, वो
see?
मेरे साथ फेसबुक में फ्रेंड है, वो अच्छा कर
हाँ,
रही है। पूजा का मैं
हाँ।
देखता हूँ रेगुलरली पोस्ट
Well,
डाल
you know,
रही
they
है,
are,
ठीक
you
है।
know, actually, यहाँ पर जितने बैठे हैं वो उनमें से हैं जो अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं। जो अच्छा कर रहे हैं वो नहीं।
वेले बैठे सारे।
मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ, मजाक कर रहा हूँ।
मैं कह रहा हूँ
उनको
वेले
तो
बैठे
संजय
सारे।
भाई, आप अभी इंडिया में हैं कि इंग्लैंड पहुंच गए?
नहीं नहीं, मैं इंग्लैंड में ही हूँ अभी। तो मैं तभी से जनवरी से आ गया था, तभी से हूँ अभी।
अच्छा अच्छा, तो
हम्म।
देखिए
ये
कहीं
क्वार्टर
जुलाई
तो
में
बड़ा
बना
बिजी
तो आप।
नहीं है मतलब। फाइनेंशियल ईयर एंडिंग क्वार्टर जो होता है ना, यहाँ भी वही है जैसे इंडिया में।
वही है।
सेम।
तो
आपके भी
हुजूर, तो
बैंक्स
क्या
फेल होंगे।
इजाजत है मुझे मुझे मैं
जाइए आप, बिल्कुल हुजूर,
मैं
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
मन तो नहीं कर रहा छोड़ने का, लेकिन मैं 10 बजे बोल दिया
छोड़िए
किसी।
छोड़िए, फिर
फिर
छोड़िए,
मिलेंगे,
छोड़ना
अरे फिर मिलेंगे, ऐसी क्या बात है। आपने बहुत बहुत अच्छी बातें कही हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच आने के लिए।
so much.
आपने,
Thank you.
मैं जानता था आप सरप्राइज दोगे। आई न्यू इट।
अच्छा, मैं बाय फॉर्चुनेट मैं 9 बजे घर पहुंचा हूं, मैं देखा मैसेज, इतने मैसेज आ रहे हैं, मैंने देखा 9 बजे मीटिंग है, और मैं एक ही मैसेज इससे पहले पढ़ा था, जीआर के मेरे तरफ से बोले हाँ अमरीश है मेरे साथ। तो
आई
आप
न्यू
मेरे
इट,
बिहाफ
आई
में
न्यू इट।
थैंक यू, आप डिसीजन ले सकते हैं, मैं हूँ ऑलवेज, आप लोग जहां बोलेंगे जैसे बोलेंगे
वी
मैं
लव यू,
हूँ।
वी
अमरीश,
लव यू।
इस कम्युनिटी के साथ हूं, आप सबों के साथ हूं, मेरे से जो बन पड़ेगा मैं करूंगा। 2 ऑफर मेरे तरफ से है, एक इंटरव्यू आपका मैं ले सकता हूं मेरे चैनल के लिए, दूसरा मेरे कम्युनिटी में आपको बुला सकता हूं।
वी अप्रिशिएट दैट। स्टेफी, यू वांटेड टू से समथिंग?
आपसे स्टेफी कुछ कह रही थी, 1 मिनट स्टेफी की बात सुन लीजिए।
नहीं, मैं सिर्फ इतना बोल रही थी, अमरीश जी वी लव यू, और हम सबको आपकी एनर्जी बहुत ज्यादा पसंद है, मैं सिर्फ यही बोल।
Always.
आई लव यू ऑल टू ऑल।
All the
Awesome,
best.
buddy. Awesome.
I'll
All
translate
right.
things to Lisa.
So good to see you, brother. Yeah.
All right, Amresh ji, aap chaliye. Yeah. So Lisa, what Amresh was telling that he can do 2 things. One is he has his own channel and he can interview you on whatever you're doing your best. But I don't know how many people in Singapore will be watching it. But you can go international as well with your specialties. It's up to you. So look into that. But then you have other problems to deal with now, as you were telling me right in the beginning, in terms of your real estate problems and all that, the rental increases. Perhaps you would be thinking of going back to Malaysia, or You know,
I'm not Malaysian. I'm not Malaysian.
you're not
I'm not
going back. No,
Yeah,
no. What is the other place where your parents live?
Oh, I mean, they have a place in Malaysia, but it's not livable right now.
It's not. You don't like it. Okay.
It's
So
not that I
whatever.
don't like it, it's not livable because of the
Livable,
COVID.
yeah.
Now we
Oh,
haven't back. And then the termites came and we couldn't.
oh
you know what I'm saying?
God. Okay.
So it's not a livable place right now.
Yeah. So by the way, did you all notice that Shivangi ji was multitasking, but yet her focus and power level is so much that she was listening to everything too? Right? She was multitasking,
Yeah.
working for tomorrow's programs.
It's a great task switcher, actually.
Yeah. So anyway, Lisa, that's what Amresh said. And if he can help you in any way, feel free to talk to him separately. He will. And Renu, anything else which we can do for you? How is your program going? What is happening?
So I'm still doing the one-on-ones. I haven't started
Yeah.
my trainings yet.
Yeah, good. And one-on-one is
going on now. Sorry, JRK.
Oh no, go for it. Yeah.
Is your parental coaching program started now?
No, not yet.
She's doing one-on-one, actually.
Yeah, I'm doing one-on-ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good experience, right? To go, bandwidth, increasing the bandwidth through one-on-ones, whatever you learn. Now, I would like to leave you guys or end this program because, I've been being coached personally by the great players.
Exactly. And how is it? Yes, DRK, how is it?
Well, we have had one session, right?
Oh, okay.
And he's a wonderful human being. There's no doubts about it. He's not what you see on the stage. When he relates to you one-on-one, we spoke for quite a bit, for almost 90 minutes.
Whoa.
I introduced my wife to him too. He was very charming and he was very nice. And he said, oh, I see the secret behind your happiness now, and all that. You're charming. And the best of it, he gave me a homework, which for the second session, we have done only an introductory, and not even the first session was me doing a 90-minute recording and sending it to him. But my recording got screwed up because whatever happened, I was not the main focus, but my slides were the main focus, the PPTs. The most hated things in the world, I guess. For some reason, I couldn't do it any other way. So he asked me to do a homework, and in that homework, he told me that this is what I want you to tell me by watching a few people whom he had assigned me to. See these people and tell me that what do you think in terms of, excuse me, let me get onto that page. Will it come? I have so many things open on my computer that sometimes it's hard. So anyway, he wanted me to tell him that what is it that you think that a good coach or a good someone should have. So I jotted down after doing, considerable research as to what it should be. Can you hear me? So these are the things, I guess I'll post it as well, that we have to have, according to him, kind of the hints he gave me. What I got from him is whatever you do, whatever you teach, it doesn't matter. Because there are always people who want to learn something, right? There are people you have to find, and that is where Siddharth Rajshekhar comes in, and you create your funnel and bring in people. So he says, first you have to have experience, a little bit of experience in your coaching. The experience like what Renu is doing one-on-one, or any of us who are not doing it the way she is doing it. If you want experience, you must have heard someone saying, just gather a bunch of chairs and tables and whatever it is, stools, whatever, and make people sit there, even if they're little kids, and start talking to them. Tell them, be quiet for an hour and I'll give you a lot of candies when you go out. Just be quiet and listen to me. And that way you get a chance to practice in front of live human beings or empty chairs, it doesn't matter. So that's how you get your experience, even if you don't get your experience on one-on-one coaching. Then the second thing is, what is your attitude towards those people who are sitting in front of you? And the etiquette. Of course, etiquette comes before attitude. So you have to be focused on the etiquette and the attitude which you have to your customers or clients who are sitting in front of you. The next thing is, you have to show happiness. and you have to make them happy. And the way it can be done is you have to be happy. You have to be cheerful. You have to have a smiling face, no matter how disgusted they look. But you have to be cheerful and maybe tell a joke or two, whatever, depending on the kind of subject you have and what subject matter you're dealing with. The next comes your sharing style with them, which has to be absolutely authentic. It has to be an authentic sharing style, which naturally comes through experience, something which you have lived through, which you have knowledge about, right? Then expertise and knowledge in the field, which is the content part of it, right? You have to have that. If you don't have the expertise and knowledge, you can't go into the depth and pull things once in a while, the pearls, to show them that look how shiny it is, right? That's that. The second thing is, of course, which is a part of happiness, the next thing rather, which is a part of happiness, it is you have to be warm. You cannot be cold towards them. You can be, but that is juxtaposition, that you went cold and then you brought the warmth there. That sometimes you're irritated at something which happened. Would you believe the guy did this to me? That's not fair. And you laugh, so you bring the warmth back. That is something, a bit of acting and all that has to be done. Life is a play, isn't it? Then your motivational talents. You have to motivate them to do whatever you're trying to teach them. Without motivation, can somebody put somebody on mute, please? Whose cute little boy is that? Is it Renu?
Yeah, can you hear him? I didn't know you could hear him.
I could hear, yeah. Because you've got a very sense. It's okay. Don't worry about it. That's not important. So, so far, so good. Am I okay? Continue. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Janki.
You're getting it right? Yeah, if I'll be sending it anyway, but I did want to make a little bit of explanation as well. Then after the motivational talents which you have in order to motivate them, that is the most important thing. Because if you don't motivate them, they're not going to run like Max said. There it is, go sign. That thing will not happen. Then you have to be understanding and empathetic, not to all, but remember, I don't know if you guys were in TTT. I don't know how many of you were there. In MTS, this didn't happen. In TTT, there was one lady who suddenly, TTT had about 350 people. It was amazing, the crowd. I've never been in such a crowd. I've addressed, but never been in a crowd that large. And this lady suddenly gets up and says, yeah, it's easy for you to say that people will help you. Even my own family doesn't give a damn about what I want to do and this and that. And she literally started crying. And guess what Blair did? He literally walked to her and he started yelling at her, screaming. What do you mean nobody's there to help you? How many people in this audience are willing to help him? Oh, more than 100 people, maybe 300 people raised their hands. And
everybody.
Said, yeah. Were you there?
Remember that, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abhiram.
Right?
Yes, even I was there.
Yeah. He said, so, and you're telling me that nobody is willing? You never asked properly. Forget your family. Ask people, they'll help you. Oh, he went ballistic on her. And immediately after that, what happened? He showed her empathy. That was a wonderful example for me. So you can do that. But of course, not like what Blair did, because he has the capacity, right? He knows how to do it. Then the second thing is that your client has to become your disciple, that guruvatva, that you have to claim your position, like you are the guru. Like you can, particularly in India, there is that thing about, teacher, disciple thing. Even overseas, I've seen that. If you really talk to them about something, there was this very difficult athlete who never would give me not even a penny of anything, consideration. But I was sitting, on the podium with other people, and she was there in the audience. And that day I said something. I said, what is important for athletes is to remember, use that muscle which you need, relax all the other muscles. This comes from yoga. In yoga, when you're doing a posture, you only use those muscles which are required for the posture. You don't use all the muscles. You get it? Every posture has the need of a certain group of muscles. So she stood up and said, she clapped and said, wow, I've never heard this. I always am tense and stressed out, and I use all my muscles when I'm cycling. And the great Paula Newby-Fraser was there, was one of the best endurance athletes in the world. And she said, I completely agree with GRK, because that's what is the secret to last in a race, in endurance for 9-10 hours, whatever. So you see, you have to become a guru. You say something which touches them somewhere and says, you know what, I like this guy, this girl, this woman. She knows what she's talking about. And then she becomes your fan, right? That is a very important thing. Then, of course, you have to show them that you love to teach, right? That this is what you were kind of born to do. You love it. You love teaching, and the full energy from moment one to moment nth. When you end your talk, your lecture, your session, you have to be there in that sense. Then, of course, this comes as a part of everything else, which is you have to change their mindset. Even, see, you may be able to change somebody's mindset from number 1 to number 10 or even larger. But at least if you change one little thing in that gear, those so many gears which go on in the mind, even one gear is changed, it makes a difference to them. They think about you after maybe 2 days or 3 days and say, I have to reach out to this person because probably he or she could solve a problem which I am having. Then, of course, strong communication. I don't even have to emphasize that. You have to have the communication skills. And if you think you can do better, I don't know about that. Most of us have good communication skills. But if you think you can do better, stand in front of a mirror. You know, the great actors. I don't know how many of you have heard of a great actor called Shivaji Ganeshan in Tamilian movies long time ago. And after that, a lot of people, I'm sure Amitabh Bachchan has also done that, where he stands before 3 or 4 mirrors in a room and he acts and he sees every side of him to see how I'm appearing from this angle and that angle. How am I looking? What is my facial expression? So that's what you have to do in front of a single mirror. You don't have to have a mirror room where you just make sure that you are really giving it to them, the communication skills. They are there with everything possible, your hands, your facial, your body movement. We've been taught about that in MTS, but go even as far as you can with it in terms of how you move and what you do and what you don't do and all that. By the way, how many of you saw the final speakers thing of Success Gyan? The best speaker when he was, how many of you? 1, 2, 3. What did you think, Shivangi? Let's get it from you first. What did you think of the final one who was chosen?
Initially, it was difficult to relate to him.
Yeah.
But the way he speaks, the way his energy is, and the way he is completely into what he says.
Yes.
He's not. I mean, he's different. I mean,
very different. Yes.
He's very different.
With the beard, there's that.
Yeah, I mean, that is another story. But I mean,
yeah.
Keeping
the
all
way
that,
he speaks, yeah.
The way he speaks, it's very dramatic. So so at times so when you come from a mindset wherein you like more authentic and real, he looks dramatic. But what works for him and what he says is the way, you can't take that away, that he is very much into what he says, and he completely believes right from the bottom of his core that what he is saying is what it is.
What it is, yes.
And that kind of involvement and that kind of
involvement. Well
yes,
said.
that involvement and that the grit with which he emphasizes things.
Well said.
Yeah. He wants people to listen to him, and he gets that done.
Yes. And my feeling was there was another person, you know, the captain lady.
Yes. Yes.
I liked her actually.
Yes.
I was hoping she would win. Because what this guy does, because Success Gyan wanted somebody to relate to children. And this man can really relate to children. That's why they chose him. That's my way of looking at it. So it's because of my experience, you know.
Possible.
So yeah. But actually that captain lady was fantastic. She was very polished. She could communicate well, and she did a fabulous job. Yes. But anyway, he's a good choice too, because of what Success Gyan wanted at that time. Because they don't have anybody who can relate to children.
Yes.
Think of it. Everyone is relating to it. And children are a huge population out there. You win the children, you win the parents too. So
Correct.
what is in it for me?
Correct. Correct.
So they thought about it and they went with it. That's what the fly on the wall told me.
Possible.
I have a fly
It
on
is
the wall.
possible. I mean, yes.
You didn't get it.
I got it.
Come on.
In the sense,
No, I'm quite kidding. I have a fly on the wall there. Don't tell Suren that he'll kick me out. He'll never. Anyway, so that's what happened. But you are right. The guy was very vocal. He was totally true and totally involved in what he wanted to say. And the appearance itself is remarkable. I mean,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, he captures your attention for sure.
He does. Yes. Well said.
I guess the captain lady, I forget her name. She was
Me
very
too.
effective, but she was calm and subdued, and that energy match maybe was that maybe her energy a little bit more would have put her out there. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
And
okay. Yeah. In that sense.
and one more, that girl Ambali Menon, both had very high energy levels. So
The one who was
Dancing
semi-pregnant, I
around.
think pregnant, and she
No,
was
no. Ambali, yeah, I guess so. The one who
she's
the curly haired one who was very, very. She was
yes.
dancing around the whole stage, na.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
she
the
was
one who was
second.
wearing a skirt, right?
Yeah.
She was good. She was good too. And she was more, again, appealing more towards children. That's what I thought. Because I wouldn't watch her.
Two
you know.
people were that active. The
Hmm.
others, in comparison, maybe the energy level was a little, of course, they were polished and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were all the 10 were good, excepting for the big guy. He didn't have much substance. Yeah.
Yeah.
His size was his substance, actually. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. So coming back to, may I go back to a few more points there?
Yes.
Would you like that?
Yes.
And, okay.
So.
I'll be sending this. So ability to change the mindset, right? And strong communication. We were talking about that, the one who got the prize. Because as Shivangi said, that he had the ability to literally get it out there. Whatever he wanted to say, he was shouting it loud and totally involved. That was the key word. Then, of course, self-awareness is a very important thing. Right? We always have seen, whether it is Blair or whether it's Suren speaking or Rajiv Talreja or Siddharth. Siddharth is very subdued in that sense because he's an expert on something else. He's expert on the technical things, aspects of things where he doesn't have to, but he's very polished and the way he comes across is very genuine. But he doesn't need the drama. The drama is in what he shows you and how to do it. So I'll leave it alone. But as far as self-awareness, all the people in there in Success Gyan or otherwise, whoever you meet, whether Tony Robbins or Brian Tracy, you'll see that they're completely aware of themselves. And the commitment factor, of course, that you're committed to whatever you know and whatever you're teaching, and you're committed to the students who are listening to you too. That you're totally committed to them and that you want to get it across to them and you wanted to get it across to them in such a way that they can digest it and they can understand it and take something home when they leave, right? Then solution oriented. That is a very important thing, that they all have problems. And of course, definitely it starts with money. But then the other problems they may have in their lives, which they themselves have figured out as to how I can clear these problems and resolve them and find a solution and then bring it out there to other people. So that's another thing which they want to do. So that is also an important thing where you are solution oriented so that you give them a solution. You get them to think about more solutions which they can find, which they can take out there to teach other people. Right? Then optimism and clarity, of course. Clarity is the most important thing, and one has to be optimistic that whatever I'm doing is I'm optimistic that this is going to get through to many, many people, and I change things around me in the society, amongst people, and many things. And finally, Blair, content is important, but without context, that's what you say. But I say, content is more important than context anytime. Because once the context has been established, if there is no content, people are just going to go out of the door.
Yeah.
Because The context is only as much as where are the icebergs, that's all. That's where context comes, right? If you can find the icebergs, the context is there. But content is the most important. It's always the king. And the queen has to support it. Somebody was arguing with me, but the queen can kill the king anytime. I said, we are not talking of chess, dude. There's nothing to do with chess here, okay? But the king is the one who finally falls, even in chess. So content is always the king. I believe in that. If you have other way of believing in it, that's fine, okay? But content is king. Your content has to be extraordinarily strong. And right from the get-go, the content has to be there. You've set the context.
I'm impressed, Yarke, that you've stuck to your guns, you know. That's good.
Yeah.
Content
The content is important. Because otherwise, you know, even talk to your wife. If there is no content, she doesn't give a damn. Or talk to your husband, right, Shivangi? Context is there. What are you talking about? You'll say the context is this. But so now the content is more important. Like, you know.
One without the other doesn't get the job done. That's my take on it.
I'm sorry, please repeat.
One without the other is of no use.
I agree. Both are important.
Yeah, it's like
but
this, yeah.
Once the background is laid, right? Yes. Then what comes is, you know, it doesn't matter who's making the roti ultimately.
Yes.
Chapati kaun bana raha kitchen mein?
Actually, yes. Because unless you have enough and solid content to carry things ahead, your context is an empty vessel, right?
Exactly.
I think what Blair said was that he's assuming that content is a given.
Yes.
So he's assuming that that's a given. Now the same content, different people go ahead with different context, you know, setting, then achieve different results. I think that's probably what he was.
Yeah, well, each of us can believe in our own way. So yes. Lisa, go for it. You have anything to say about that?
Context and content?
Unmute, Lisa.
Oh, no, it's just like listening. Actually, it's
any comments, any criticisms, anything?
Hey, Yarke, can you send this stuff? You know, this
stuff
we spoke about.
I'll post it. Yeah, I'll post it.
But these are all very useful things.
I'll post it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Renu, anything to say?
My son is extremely sleepy and he's been extremely patient till now.
So
it's
sweet
time for me
Please,
to
go for it.
Put it to bed. Yes. So thanks. Good catching up with all of you. Let's meet soon.
We will.
All right.
Yes, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for today. Also, I walk away with some extra fresh ideas on what I can do moving forward to move ahead further. So thank you all.
And Lisa, feel free to write a chat on board, like, you know, whatever you feel on board, like, you know, on WhatsApp. If you have any questions or anything which comes up, feel free to ask, because we are all here. We are a team. We are a family, you know.
No, I mean, I actually have a guru that I'm learning from for marketing.
Oh, wonderful.
Digital marketing. And I'm like following every single step. So it's like I said, I'm facing my first setback. So I'll probably think of what other ways I can actually solve the problem. And of course, I will raise it up with my guru and see what will happen next.
Sure. Yeah, because your life is kind of in, you know, like whether you want to move, not move, pay 75% increase in rentals. Can you believe that in Singapore?
Yeah, it is. It is. Like my place, you are talking about last year, it's probably worth like 2,000. By the time I rent it, it's like 3,000. Right now, the landlord can have the potential to ask for between 4,000 to 4,500 minimally.
Well, why? They don't have any immigration policies which are bringing in floods of people. Then why are they doing that?
I guess it's partially when you have the resumption of like what's after COVID, right? Everybody goes back to normal life. But you have like delays in construction of projects, which means like people who are supposed to get their house within these few years, they will have to delay another couple of years.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so many reasons.
Which means like that add on to extra people really wanting to rent.
It's a global phenomenon, actually, Lisa. It's a global phenomenon because people aren't buying properties at the moment. They're more concerned, you know. So most people are putting it away. Buy later.
No, our situation is a little bit a bit different. is people are buying, but those who are actually buying are from overseas coming in with a lot of money, and they're like outpricing us as well. And at the same time, right, we are talking about average prices of everything else has also gone up, and we also have our tax increases as well this year.
Oh boy.
So on the very 1st of January this year, right, our tax has already increased.
No wonder.
So
Anyway,
every single tax have increased.
Anyway, it's time, I
when
think.
they say it's like 1% increase, right? It's not 1%. You must understand that, you know, there's so many suppliers to get your one item, right? That it's probably cost like another 15 to 20% increase.
Yes, that to inflation. That's true.
Yeah, and that's on top of inflation.
So I guess we come to the end of this program. I'll be sending the recording, and wonderful again. Thank you everybody for joining. We finally made it to 8 people, above 7. So that's great. So next time there'll be many more. So that's good. Thank you for coming and joining. We'll set it up again. All right.
Hello. Let's not end the meeting without setting the next one.
Go for it. Lovely. I like it. Okay, tell me. You said it, so give it.
Yes. So let's have a frequency of meeting at least twice a month. I mean, once in 15 days.
I think that's a good idea. It encourages all of us in some way or the other. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll skip Sunday and then the next Sunday that's coming up. Let's see what date it is.
Alternate Sundays.
Yeah.
Yes. Sundays are a good time. 9 p.m. Let's fix it up at 9 p.m. And, yeah. It's a good time for you too, Lisa, right? It's about 5 in the evening for you, 5, 6.
It's 11:30 for me. That's why right now it's 1 a.m. I'm getting really tired.
Oh, you're after. Yeah, of course. What am I thinking?
So I think 9 is a bit too late for her.
For her.
No,
so
it's fine.
well, Sony
like,
Sony is the one. I wanted to make it at 7, but she said 9. Is 7 a problem?
Today I had some pre-commitments, so I could.
So you could make it. You could do it at 7. Let's say.
Yeah.
5 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 7.
So it is now, the next one is now on 2nd of April.
Okay.
Okay, 2nd of April, 7. 7 p.m. All right, done.
Yeah.
Good.
That
Okay.
remind each other, and we'll probably like put that
All
in the
right.
chat.
Take care, guys. Have a
Yes.
wonderful,
Thank you
wonderful
so much,
Christmas day.
everyone.
Take care. Bye. Yeah.
Bye.